Hi students, I hope that you are doing well. This is my video lecture 9. Continuously we are discussing regarding Java topics. We are following sequence order as per the SBT. In this video lecture, I am going to talk about declaring a variable and dynamic initialization. So here, especially I want focusing on variables, variable declaration, and dynamic initialization of variable. This is the actual content of this video lecture. The content of the video lecture: declaring a variable, dynamic initialization of a variable, and types of variables. Declaring a variable means what kind of data it will store. Variables displayed named storage locations whose values can be changed during the execution of the program. It is the basic unit of storage in Java program. So variable means the kind of data will store. So what kind of data will store? So already we discussed previously data types, primitive data types, non-primitive data types. Primitive data type classified into 8 types. So these 8 types will say about the kind of data. The kind of data means the data may be an integer, float, double, long, short, byte, string, character, whatever it may be. So the variable decide kind of data, and the name of the variable storage of location. Storage of location. So we will discuss regarding this point. Look at here. Just look at the syntax. Variables help you to store the values. Variables help you to store the values. In a computer, when you want to do the multiple operations, mathematical operations, or when you want to transfer the data one place to another place, or when you want to store the data inside of your memory, so computers will allocate a memory for you. So when you want to store your data in a computer, it's needed an address. In that address, you will store your data in a particular or specific place. It's okay. In that specific place also, it's needed a name for easy of organizing data, to pick upping or retrieving or storing and transferring. So this type of operations they do in a computers, especially this is called memory organization. When you want to do the memory organization, so if you want to do it in a smooth way or simple way, we have to follow some rules and regulations or some structure. So variable help you to store your values. So store your values, numeric values, or any kind of words. It may be words, it may be numeric values. Will store using the variables. It helps you to store your values. That is actual purpose of why we are using variables in Java programming language. So just look at here. Syntax of variable declaration. First, type. Type means what kind of data it is. Already I said what kind of data means integer, float, double, long, short, byte, this boolean. So what kind of data is? It is numeric data or alphabets? What kind of data is? It talks about type. Next, variable name. You can give any name, but that name will not be equal to keywords. So some keywords are there. already discussed about keywords in my previous lecture. Keywords are special purpose words. They have their own functionality. We should not use the keywords for declaring as a variables. So here we can use or we can give any name, but that not equal to keywords. That not from the keywords. We can give our own name, we can give alphabets. So nothing wrong in that. Look at here, variable name. Just many examples are I mentioned in this slide. Width, int width equal to 5, or int height equal to 10, or char letter equal to C, float age equal to 25, area double D is a double D. What is this? This is a variable declaration. So double D is a variable declaration. Float A is a variable declaration. Char C is a variable declaration. So these are the variable declaring. Float age, area, these are the variable declaration. So all of you know about that. Yes, the meaning of type is a data type that specifies what type of data that variable will hold. Data type will specifies what kind of data or what type of data the variable will hold. Okay, look, int width equal to 5. Just imagine, int width equal to 5. The width going to store integer type of. It is going to occupied by integer type. This is the actual meaning of data type. Then height is the name of the variable. Equal to 5 is the value of that variable. The value that's stored inside the variable. This is the actual meaning of variable, declaring a variable. Just look at here. One more slide I want to explain. A variable is a name given to a memory location. It is the basic unit of storage in a program. A basic unit of storage in a program. I already said variables help you to store the values in a computer. Variables will help you to store your values in a computer. So variable is a name. It is a name given to memory location. So memory divided into many parts. Memory, it has many locations. Each locations contain a specific name. So that specific name help you to store your values. So the name itself called a variable. The name called a variable. Variable help you to store values or data. So variable is only a name given to a memory location. All the operations done on the variable affects the memory location. So if you want to change the variable value, or if you want to change the location of the variable, if you want to perform any operations on the variable, that will affect the variable in a memory location. How to declare variable? How will do that? If you want to declare variable, we can declare variables in Java as follows. Look at here. First, we want to declare variable. We should mention type, data type. Second, name. First data type, second name. Int count. Int is a data type. Count is a variable name. This is the way how we are declaring variable in a Java programming. So I want to give more examples. Just look at here. Float A, double B, char C. So these are the different types of variable declarations. Okay, different data types and with the different variable names. This is actual how you're declaring variables in a Java programming. It is not a new concept to you since your second semester. I think since your third semester onwards, you are again and again studying regarding variable declarations and how variables are changing their values, how the variables are works in a programming language. We have seen many times in this diploma. Next, initialization of a variable. Initialization of a variable, it means assigning a value to a variable. Assigning a value to a variable. In Java, you can assign a value to variables in two ways. So we will see what is the meaning of initialization. Initialization is nothing but assign the values to the variables. I already told variable help you to store the values. Variable helps you to store the values, and it will take when you are initializing a values to the variables. For example, variable take here initialization means assigning a value. Previously we declare the variable int count. Just that is called declaration, that is not assigning a value. Int count semicolon, that is, what is that? Here, look at here. Here, int count. So int count is a variable declaration. Int count is a variable declaration. So we are not assigning any value to this variable. Now we are talking about variable initialization. So variable initialization is nothing but assign a value to the variable. In Java programming, we are assigning values to the variable in two ways. First is static, second one is dynamic. This means static means the memory is determined for variables when the program starts. This means that the memory is determined for variables. Static means when you are assigning the values, so you will decide the allocation of that particular memory. So you determine the memory location, memory determined for variables. So this is the location, or this is the memory you determined for your variable storage. So already determined, you know that where it is located. That is called static. In static, you know already the variables comes from where. This variable stores where. You already knew that. But when you come to the point of dynamic initialization, it is different from static. In static, you know that, or you determine the memory, but in dynamic means you can declare variables anywhere in the program. Anywhere in the program. Because when the statement is executed, the memory is assigned to the variables. Simple. In a static initialization or declaration or assigning the values, you determine the place, you determine the memory, okay, for the variables. So you particular place you will select. But in dynamic initialization, you will declare the variables anywhere. You can declare the variables anywhere, not a particular location. You don't need to bother about location. You can declare anywhere. But when the execution of the programming time, the execution of the program, okay, the memory is assigned to them. You are declaring the anywhere, but time of execution only, the memory is allocating for that variables. So, but static, previously you assign the values and assign the memory also. Here, Static, you are assigning the values at the same time assigning the memory also. Previously assigned the memory for that variables. But dynamic not like that. In execution time only. In the execution time only, memory will allocate for that particular variables. This type of declaration is called dynamic declaration. I hope that you understand. In static declaration, previously the memory was allocated to the variables. In dynamic declaration, we can declare the variables anywhere, but the memory allocation will done in the time of program execution. In static, not like that. In static, previously the memory was allocated to the variables. That is the difference between static initialization and dynamic initialization. Just look at here. Width equal 10, A is equal to 26.5. So declaring a float variable, you are declaring the float simple interest, just float simple interest. Look at here, how you are declaring the variables or initializing of variables. I am talking about initialization of variables. What is the meaning of initialization? To assign the values to the variables, that process is called initialization. Just assigning the values to the variable. So look at here. Int time equal 10, speed equal 20, declaring an initialization integer variable. So what you are doing here, int time. If you put the int time, that is the variable declaration. If you int time equal 10, that is called variable initialization. Initialization means you are assigning the values to the variable. So declaring an initialization integer variables. What you are doing here, first we are declaring int time, and that is called declaration. Int time equal 10, that is called initialization. Assigning the value to that variable is called initialization. Okay, leave it. Then char var equal to h. Here also we are doing initialization, at the same time declaring. We are doing two things here. First we are declaring the variable, then initializing that variable. Initializing is nothing but just assigning the values. If you do int a semicolon, that is called declaration. Int a equal 20 semicolon, that is called initialization. That is the difference between the initialization and declaration. Now again, the important thing is that we have to observe static initialization, dynamic initialization, because as per the syllabus it is given dynamic initialization. Dynamic initialization means you are using any part of the program, you can declare the variables any part of the program, but the memory allocation will be done in the time of program execution. But in static not like that. In previously variables occupied a specific memory location, and dynamic not like that, and time of execution only memory will allocate it for this particular variables. This change is called difference between static and dynamic initialization. I hope that you understand this video clearly. So this is one more example. Declaration statement int a comma b semicolon. So a equal to 123. 123 is called literal. So literal, what is the literal? Literal are like a variables, but these are the constants. We already discussed what is a literal. Literal contains the values, constant values. Next, b equal to 45. Int c equal to a plus b. Inline initialization statement. Declaration and assignment the statements. Here, declaring of the variables at the same time initializing of the variables. A equal to 123. Int a comma b semicolon, that is called declaration. A equal to 123 and b equal to 45. This is called initialization. So I hope that you understand this concept clearly. A small example, a small program here. Public class main class, public static void main string args, double A equal to 3.0, B equal 4.0. Here we are initializing the variables, declaring plus initialization. So double C equal math dot square root A star A plus B star system dot out. Print hypothesis is C. Here what you are doing, double C is a dynamic initialization. In dynamic initialization, memory, the out here it's following the formula and calculating according to the formula. It will give the one output. That output will store on particular memory location, especially in a variable C. But variable C, where it is until program execution, we couldn't say the memory of this particular C. This is called dynamic initialization. So at the time of execution only, the variable C will get the memory. This initialization is called dynamic initialization. Dynamic initialization. Finally, I want to talk about types of variables. So there are three types of variables in Java: local variables, instance variables, static variables. And we will see regarding these variables in forthcoming video lectures. The summary of this video, I discussed till now declaring how to declare a variable, and dynamic initialization of the variable, static initialization of the variable, and types of variables. Okay, and again I put one more subtopic, how to declare variables. Okay, first declaring, how to declare. So this is the summary of this video lecture. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.